Hi everyone, my name's Katie, welcome back to my videos. Just a little quick update on us and how we're doing as a family. Aidan is now 4 months old, or 17 and a half weeks old if you'd like to be pedantic about it. I'll probably still talk in weeks for a while yet, just because it's easier to keep track of rather than months. And yeah, he's getting bigger, he's a big boy now. We are still breastfeeding, which is great. I'm really proud of myself for getting this far. He did take a bottle of formula about 2 weeks ago now, which I'm really pleased about. It's a huge relief to know that he can take a bottle and he can take formula and he's happy to drink it. Because if, God forbid, anything should happen and I need to ask my husband to take over for whatever reason, then at least I know that is an option. We had a real struggle with my daughter taking the bottle after, I think it was about 6 months, and I was trying to minimise my breastfeeding and trying to switch to the bottle because I was aware of going back to work and things like that. So the fact that he's able to take formula and a bottle without much of a fight is actually a great relief. Only problem with this is that about 2 days after, he completely stopped pooing for 5 days. He went 5 days without poo, which after doing an extensive amount of research, I found out that it's actually quite normal and that it's fine, and it doesn't mean they're unhealthy or there's a blockage or anything like that. But we think that the formula might have just messed with his little system a little bit, and he held on to that poo. Oh my god. So after 5 days, finally that poo came out, and oh my good gosh, that was some poo that came out. I'm not kidding. It was like, when I opened that nappy, it was like a bowl of soup. It was disgusting. But it was definitely 5 days worth of poo in that nappy, and I'm still recovering from it now. Just to give anyone a heads up that if you're introducing formula to a breastfed baby, this may very well happen. So in regards to sleep, he has just come out of a bit of a rut when it comes to sleep, because we had about a week's worth of getting up anywhere between 3 and 5 times a night. Luckily, recently it's changed slightly, so he is now up twice a night, and touch wood, please God, make this continue, because twice a night seems like heaven compared to what it was before. His tummy, although he seems to still be getting gas and he's got quite a lot of farts that are coming out, he seems to be able to cope with it a lot better now. So although when I pick him up and I do some bicycle motions with his legs, as I talk in my colic video, and do massage and things like that, loads of farts are still coming out, but they just don't seem to be bothering him as much, especially when he's asleep, which is fantastic. It means his gut is hopefully maturing, so everything's getting a little bit easier. At 4 months, there's this dreaded 4 months sleep regression, and I'm very aware that we might be going through that now, or we will be going through that soon. So I'd really like to talk more about sleep regression. I'm not going to talk about this in this video, but I will be talking about it in my next video in a little bit more detail, and how we've handled it, and sleep routines and things like that. In regards to milestones, he hasn't really changed too much since my last video. We are still practicing tummy time. He can still roll from his tummy onto his back. He isn't doing it very much, but he can do it, so you know, not focusing too much on it. What he has lately started doing is being able to lift his legs up and grab hold of his own feet, which is very cute. He looks like a little upturned turtle, and he's just rocking side to side holding his own feet, which is cute. He's also discovering new sounds, so there's a lot of dad, 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 dad. Infuriating for me, as I am the mother, and my husband is relishing the fact that the first word is da 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 da. And it was the same for my daughter, so it looks like Mama's going to take a bit of a sideline for a little bit, but it doesn't matter because all these little words and sounds are all him trying to develop his way of speaking, communicating, and it's actually really, really cute. A little sideline onto this video is that he has been suffering with slapped cheek syndrome. So at first we thought he was teething because he was getting a little red patch around here, and it was just very slight to begin with, and didn't think anything of it. And the reason why we thought he was teething is because he was chewing on everything. So his fist was going in, any toys that he'd grab hold of was going in his mouth. So we thought, right, red cheek, chewing, drooling, teething was our automatic response. However, as the days went on, the little redness on his cheek just got worse, and it went onto the other cheek, and they ended up with two great big red blotchy marks, and he looked like he had tomatoes thrown at him. It was really, really pronounced. It was burning hot. It started to go really dry, and we spoke to a health visitor who said, I think it's slap cheek syndrome, which is very strange. We're not quite sure where we got it, because my daughter was off after having a positive COVID test in her nursery. Since found out that it can sort of stick on surfaces for up to 2 weeks, so it could have been from nursery, it could have been from something else, you know, it's passed on by either touching or sneezing and coughing, a little bit like a cold or flu. So, and it is a virus as well, so it's really easily passed on amongst children. So other than the bright red cheeks, he was also getting really snotty and really, really grizzly, and he just wasn't feeding very well. And I have since found out that quite often what happens is that they get a sore throat, and obviously feeding aggravates the throat and all the swallowing motion, so sometimes their feeding can go a bit erratic. So we've had that to contend with. We haven't gone to see the doctor about the slap cheek syndrome. They don't do anything about it. It's a virus, just like a cold. So you just got to let it run its course, and once they've had it, obviously it builds up their immune system against it, so he just unfortunately needs to get on with it. It does mean, however, that he is more grizzly than usual. He won't really let us put him down for too long, and so when he gets like that, the only thing that we ever do is just give him a little bit of Calpol, a little bit of baby paracetamol, and it seems to soothe him and make him feel a bit better. Sometimes they say they can get headaches with it as well. Obviously he's a little baby, so he can't tell us if he's got a headache, so but I can imagine if he is that little tiny baby and he's going through all of that, and he's got a headache and he's got a sore throat and he's got burning hot sore cheeks, then yeah, we're just happy to give him Calpol and just trying to help him feel better. Lots of cuddles, trying to keep him warm, trying to make sure that he feels safe, and that's all we've got to do. We've just got to let it run its course. So that's a really quick update on us and how we're doing. As I said, next time I'm going to talk a little bit more about the sleep regression and our sleep routine, so please hit the subscribe button if you want to find out how we're doing next time and get all the latest updates on my family and Aidan, who is growing up very quickly. And I'll see you next time. Bye.